This might fit. Yeah, this should finish it. There we go. And it gets to cinematically fall apart in the distance. The enemies have fallen. Well done, Miyabi. Phew. Well done, Proxy. Crystals have appeared over here. They must be the radiant crystal core that the Institute has been searching for, right? Yes. This unique etheric fluctuation, the reaction from the tailless, there's no mistaking it. Let's go retrieve the crystal core and we can return to the outpost. This is the last irradiant crystal core the Institute was searching for. Once it's recovered, this operation will come to an end. Tailless is especially restless today. Just like when we were in the Outer Ring Hollow. Could it be that Miss Miyabi's sword is about to lose control again? Can the user's body put the sword back into its scabbard? Do not worry, Proxy. This time no strange voices are ringing in my head. Tailless doesn't seem to be attempting to break free from my control. It's probably just that this weird irradiant crystal core thing has triggered Tailless's activity. Rather than that, it seems like the irradiant core in mid-air is showing some signs of activity. Master, ether activity changes in the hollow environment detected. Foxfire is coming from Miyabi's sword sheath. Here we go again. The core wails in the sky and the ether tide sweeps across. In the low murmur of the tailless, the foxfires brought about a familiar sensation of dizziness. Here we go again. Oh? It's so quiet. All those voices, they've all disappeared? Where are the cries of the Yoshimi family heads, the very ones who persistently urged me to only wield my blade? Have they faded into this emptiness after offering only nothing but grandiose words? Perhaps those voices were just illusions that I hadn't managed to sever completely. It seems that my training hasn't been entirely without effect. No, I hear it. A barely audible echo resounds from the darkness. I hear it. I kill. What I hear was a voice similar to mine. Only with strength can you... Shut up. It's my turn to utter such cliched lines to future generations. I refuse. Saying idealistic phrases like eradicate all evil while the sword is drawn. When the sword is sheathed, can one forget their disdain and anger toward evil? If that's the case, is it for the justice in your heart, or simply to find a seemingly righteous reason for the power you wield? Listen well, Hoshimi Miyabi. Those with power do not necessarily wield their blades for the right cause, and being weak does not mean one cannot differentiate between good and evil. One wields the blade while carrying hope, and continues to do so even when trapped in despair. Only then does one earn the right to raise the sword. When one possesses strength, do not forget to wield it against evil. Is there a voice other than mine? Hello? Miss Miyabi. Is that Roxy's voice? Miyabi. Chief Miyabi. There's also everyone's voices. If it's the chief, she would definitely be able to do it, but when the chief isn't here, I'll be the one to do it. There's no need to be so stubborn, Yanagi. After all, there's also Harumasa and Sukaku. I'm sure you'll become an outstanding person, but I also hope you don't grow up too fast. Just a little more slowly. Got it, Mom. I've grown into a somewhat capable adult. Somewhat? Being a relentless blade is just a projection of my own, and many others' expectations of what you should be, right? Proxy, why are you suddenly so worried about me? But beyond being a blade and a void hunter, you're still flesh and blood. Alright, I hear you loud and clear. Not the voice that calls for me to wield my blade, but rather the voices that give me a reason to put my blade down. Miyabi. It's Miyabi. Yep. Can you hear me? Proxy? Yes, it's me, Miss Miyabi. You're finally awake. How are you feeling? It feels like this conversation has happened before. Just now, the foxfire suddenly erupted from the scabbard. Although it wasn't as intense as last time, it seemed to have caused you to lose consciousness again. But you didn't faint like last time, you just stood there in a daze. Does this mean... That's right, Proxy. I'm fine. It's probably just the irradiant crystal core that triggered the activation of Talus. But if this had happened during a battle, it would have been troublesome. It's my carelessness that has caused you unnecessary worry, Proxy. I'm relieved to hear that you're okay, Miss Miyabi. If you had woken up just a half-minute later, I would have activated Isa's speaker and shouted for help at full volume. In that case, the name of the legendary proxy would have been ruined, wouldn't it? By the way, let me tell you a secret. In Talus's dream, I heard your voice. Okay.
Are you bored?
Now's not the time for asking that, Miyabi.
Oh dear.
Yeah, we'll have to... Let's check one more of the side quests. If that's also bugged, then I guess we'll have to do some of the non-mission or non-event side quests. Okay, the operations in Melonu, whatever, have come to an end. It's time to contact Farrier again. Ma'am, seeing you again must mean that Section 6 operation in Melonu turned out well, right? Several days ago, under Miyabi's leadership, Section 6 eliminated several dangerous ethereals in Melonu. The scale of the Hollow was brought under control, and Section 6's mission came to a close. Of course, such smooth progress in the operation was also thanks to the wholehearted assistance of an extra squad member. There is an official document from Section 6 that needs to be delivered to you directly, and so I contacted you to come down to the Hand HQ. Looking at the emblem on the folder, it should be related to the Melano suppression operation. Section Chief Hoshimi specifically instructed me to deliver it to you personally and intact. She said it was an operation report, or something like that. In any case, now that you have the documents, my mission is complete. Although I'm not sure what exactly your role was in the Melano operation, I know that you must have made a significant contribution to New Eridu, which is why the officers of Section 6 hold you in such high regard. I sincerely thank you, the Nameless Hero. Let's see. Miyabi's Operation Report. Section 6 Melano Suppression Operation Report. Dear Bell. Good day to you, Proxy. It's quite rare to see this title in official HSO documents, although most of these documents are drafted or reviewed by Yanagi, so I won't pretend to know much about them, but I imagine letters addressed to proxies aren't too common, are they? I don't usually write letters, but I feel there's something I want to say to you. When we meet, I tend to ramble, which might be annoying, and a knock-knock message doesn't quite feel formal enough, so I'll write you an operational report instead. Honestly though, I'm not exactly sure how an operational report goes. It seems aside from wielding a blade, I'm not particularly proficient at anything else. While in the Melano Hollow, I've been fortunate to have epoxy to keep me from losing my way. Yes, I want to talk to you about Melano, that vast pale expanse that makes your eyes sting if you look at it too long. It's strange, really. You're not physically by my side, just guiding me within that small figure of bamboo, yet it still reassures me nonetheless. kind of like a stricter version of Yanagi, but equally reliable. Wait, that's not quite it. My father never really arranged any literary or poetic lessons for me, and my mother didn't like me being restricted. I've hardly written any letters myself, so if my words don't come across well, please forgive me. I found a reason to wield my blade, but I'm still searching for a reason to stop wielding my blade. You and everyone else have all shown me the way forward. The white melanose sometimes makes me think of winter. You know, I quite like snow. The cold, sharp snow resembles my blade, and the clean, soft snow resembles my mother. The clear, fragile snow in some way resembles you. When the day comes that I no longer need to wield my blade, shall we go see the snow together? The melanose suppression mission has been successfully completed. We extend our sincere thanks to the specially invited squad member, Bell, for their help. Yoshimi Miyabi of Hollow Special Operations Section 6. Okay, that was nice. Let's see. Open the field manual to see commissions from the combat HQ. Okay, so these are just combats. Okay. The field manual details the maximum supply vouchers you can obtain. It also lists the reward obtainable from completing operations. Before taking on a commission, it's best to learn about it. Okay, the manual record its investigation commissions that can be taken on. Information about the exploration area can also be looked up in the manual, especially the distribution of available supplies. The investigation of Melano isn't over yet. Nope. And we get the reports. An official letter from Miyabi. You can read it at any time. A handwritten letter from Miyabi enclosed in an official Section 6 file, acting as a formal letter. The string silk securing the beautifully patterned envelope is made of the same material as the tassel Miyabi usually wears at her waist. Okay. Okay, we've got a few more points to spend here. May as well get these about equal. There. Okay. Let's give this one a shot. If this one is broken as well, yeah, we'll just have to see what we'll just do normal side quests. Still strange that they just seem to be broken. That is not something that really happens with this game much. Or it could be that some updates broke something in here, but since most players have likely already passed this point, they're not replaying it. So it's being overlooked. I may have to file a bug report then. Okay, Hiramasa seems to be talking to someone. And... Yep. Okay, now we... Okay, this time we can actually do this.
These juniors are so enthusiastic. It's making me a bit overwhelmed. Could this be the side effect of always taking sick leave?
Did something happen between you and those juniors?
It's not exactly an issue. It's just that for this Hollow investigation, Section 6 has to bring along some new HSO recruits. Tsukishiro has so much work to do, so I stepped up to help with training the new recruits. But they are way too enthusiastic. It's like they're afraid I'll work myself sick, so they try to do everything for me and take on all the tasks.
Sounds like heaven for you.
I keep telling them over and over I'm perfectly fine, but they still look at me so cautiously as if they're worried I'll cough up blood and drop dead from exhaustion right there on the spot.
Looks like taking so many sick days has given others a certain impression of you.
You only have yourself to blame for that.
But this won't do. Deputy Chief is tied up with her work. I need to quickly finish up here and go help her. Oh, if you've got time, could you help me train the newcomers a bit? Working with external personnel is also part of their training, after all.
No problem. I'll handle it.
I'm so relieved to hear you say that. These new recruits are very capable. They won't cause you any trouble.
Okay, technically we're going a bit out of order with things here. But yeah, now we know at least that some of these do work. You head to the training area with the new members of Harumasa's team.
Your voice cracked up a little bit there.
Okay. Is Harumasa going to be alright? Oh, it's you. Harumasa said you were a very dependable rescue assistant, so I'm glad you're here to help. My mission is to collect data on the special attack patterns of the Ethereals in this area. I love collecting data, it's always so exciting. Not so much when you're taking a beating from the Ethereals, though. I'm an ordinary guy, not a pervert. So you're trying to outsource taking a beating to me? That's not what I meant. With you keeping the Ethereals occupied, I can focus on collecting data. That's what you call working together, right? Just please be careful. Take too much of a beating and the data collection might be affected. Because I might not like taking a beating, but I love watching others get beat up. Your beautiful suffering might distract me from collecting the data. Okay, you're just a sadist. A bit of a sadist. I'm just an ordinary man, of course. I wouldn't do anything to you. Harumasa will be keeping an eye on me. Okay, where the other hell did they find you? Yeah, the moment we stepped in, it changed to we have gathered enough data. Let's report back.
Take over, Tsukishira.
Go get some rest.
Of course, the only way we can return back is, well, if we beat all of them.
It's over.
There we go. Thanks to you, I've collected all the data I need, but... Damn, you barely got hit. You dodged so gracefully, like a feather. I'm allergic to feathers, you know. You perverts. I'll say it again, I'm just an ordinary guy, not a pervert. But you won't say anything to Harumasa about me, right? My first field mission as a rookie was successfully completed because of you. And that's what matters most. I won't take up any more of your time. You're going to see you right after this, right? Go down from behind you and you'll spot her. Okay, not a good idea for them to split up like this. But, oh well. Oh, almost missed this. Drink. We still get bits of rewards for collecting those. Okay. A to B. To C. Alright. It's a bit dismissive. Why did the two of them get combat missions and I'm stuck cleaning up the mess in this area? Who do they think I am? They say that this was an important mission. How? The mess doesn't have to be cleaned up, does it? It looks like only a week's worth of trash. I bet this can wait another week. No? Sorry. Am I the only one who doesn't throw out the trash for a week straight? It's not because I'm lazy. Work's just been busy. Yeah, it's just you. It's not very reassuring. I should probably clean it up. Please, you have my full support. Rather, we need to clean it up, apparently, huh?
They mean a garbage can? But it would depend how quickly it gets filled up.
Yeah. I think more just trash in general. Oh well, since those are in the fields.
Fine.
there. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa! Did you see that? Monsters! They jumped out from the trash. Thank goodness your sharp eyes and quick hands took care of it. And just like my mom with a slipper when a cockroach would crawl out of the trash. I'll make sure to throw out the trash as often as possible from now on. I'll never question any task I'm given again. I can't believe that was a learning experience for you. Please stop praising me. I'll never be careless again. That was not praise. But this was a difficult mission. I can't believe Masa... why does it sometimes put Masa twice in there? Assigned such a difficult task for a newbie like me. Was he trying to slack off? Or did he think I have potential? You said you need to find Chihiro? Alright. Follow this road and you'll find him waiting for you. Again, why you numbskull split up like this? Okay, there's a crate down there with it's blocked off. Oh. You can't just pass it by already. Yeah, passages that you've opened up during other missions stay open for the rest of them. Okay, where are they? Yep. So you showed up after all, huh? Hermas, you can take a break now. I got everything taken care of. You're dependable on Chihiro. Tell me, what's your mission again? You can ask me anything, I won't forget. Activate the signal tower and withstand 30 waves of ethereal attacks, then lure out the elite ethereal and collect the data. That was the exact quote from you, right? So, did you see the elite ethereal, the big one? What was that? Not exactly, but I do remember fending off 30 waves of attacks. As for the rest... Never mind, Chihiro. I'll take care of it from here with the rescue assistant. Sawa leaving all the actual work to other people as usual. There. Get out. Actually, it would probably work fast if I just let him sit. Oh no. Okay, so they do spawn new ones with time. Okay, I thought they would only really spawn once the previous wave was defeated. Oh well. Better to just deal with them the moment they show up then. Big guy. Okay, he's just outside of it. There we go. Okay, once fully collected, the data is saved.
Awesome! These new recruits have finally got the hang of the basic investigation process. They're actually starting to look the part. But a real hollow investigation is quite different from the simulated tests during training. They'll just have to learn the details as they go along. Aside from hollow investigations, they also have a lot to learn about the daily work side of things.
Like, how to find a good excuse to call in sick?
Hey, taking leave is no simple skill. You'd need a lot of practice to reach my level. Still, it's great to see them so full of energy. I didn't have that kind of enthusiasm when I first joined HSO. Maybe it's because I hadn't met Chief and the others back then. I still remember when I first coughed up blood on purpose to call in sick. Everyone in Section 6 was completely freaked out. If I hadn't noticed things getting out of control and recovered just in time, I bet the Deputy Chief would have booked me everything from a hospital bed to a funeral package.
Not surprising.
What the heck?
Being a good actor is one thing, but I think you're taking it too far.
Oh yeah, he did.
Everyone in Section 6 is too serious. Even though they don't say it, they each have their own ways of keeping an eye on my condition. So, in times when they need support, I have to pull myself together. Everyone's giving it their all for this Hollow investigation. I can't let myself hold them back. Good thing you're here with me this time. If I really can't hold on any longer, I'll shout for your help.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to see which of these will actually work. And yeah, just do those that, well, do. And we'll see how much time we're left with after that. Okay. Also, what are these? Okay. Oh, this is for each of the crystals that we're collecting, I presume. Let's see. The first irradiant crystal uncovered by Section 6 during the Melano disaster relief and suppression operation was collected by Chief Miyabi while she was scouting. Irradiant core. Another shiny new term coined by the Institute, and one that inevitably means more reports piling up on the office desk. Yet the disaster itself is no exaggeration. The irradiant phenomenon seems to amplify the unique traits of ether, though it also brings catastrophes of equal magnitude. Otherwise, public security wouldn't have requested such high-level support from HSO, especially after that incident. Okay. We can almost get the tuning calibrator, but these are more of interest to us. There we go. Alright. Let's give this one more shot. Though I am expecting it to break again. Still, third time's the charm and all.
We will soon see.
Could it be that the game is... It could be that it's just having issue loading everything in or such, because, well, we clearly saw Sukaku just pop into existence here. Yeah, it does look like for this one at least, it's just broken for some reason.
Sukaku can help. Well done, Sukaku. Yanagi, I'll handle
I
it.
don't get what's going on with this. Okay, so yeah, it's not a random thing, it looks like. Some are just broken and some just aren't. Weird. Okay. Wish you a song. This one was broken earlier as well, but let's just double check. Okay. You're here early now? There we go. Oh, okay, so it is chance, maybe?
Oh, I need to cheer everyone up. If regular fruit candy isn't enough,
I'll use the ones with filling. Oh yeah, that just might work.
Fruit candy? What do you need candy for?
This hollow disaster affected a lot of kids in the orphanage. Nagi said we should cheer them up. Otherwise, if they keep holding on to these bad memories, they could end up with some kind of stress sickness or something.
Are you talking about post-traumatic stress disorder?
Exactly! That's the name! I tried to cheer those kids up, but they're still so unhappy. Even candy wouldn't work.
And it's likely that they just lost their parents in the creation of this hollow.
They said that when the area fell into the hollow, their caregiver told them to run. But she stayed behind and still hasn't come out.
Okay, so singular caregiver.
I totally understand how they feel. If their only family disappeared, they'd be so sad. I went looking for her and even checked with PubSec. But after all this time, there's still no news. Now several kids are crying, saying they won't eat until they know where their caregiver is.
No matter what, we should at least try to investigate any possible clues. We can't just leave the kids hanging.
You're right. Oh, if you've got time, could you help me find some info about that caregiver? Or something else that can make the kids happy, like photos, or toys, or something like that? Anyway, we need to cheer them up.
Lukaku seems to care a lot about that matter. Explaining where Lukaku is concerned. I see. Please take care of that child. According to the disaster relief report from Public Security, after the residents of the area where the orphanage was located were guided to gather at the West District evacuation point, they followed the Public Security's team and evacuated the hollow. There is indeed a discrepancy between the registered list of personnel at the orphanage and the list of people who left the hollow. Among the residents who were unable to leave the hollow, there was, as a matter of fact, a Miss Caretaker. Are there any more clues? Clues. Maybe we can start from the camp where the residents were evacuated. They left backups of the black boxes of the residents' private bamboo, which contained work data during the hollow outbreak. Since you are an expert in bamboo and informatics, these bamboo data should be useful, right? Okay. Time to find a missing person. Okay, we're approaching the area where the blue black box is located.
Leave the rest to me, Steve.
Nope, more of them. Okay, gather up. And knock him down.
Good day, Captain.
Mm-hmm.
Says you have no swimming today, correct?
Yeah. We could do a second stream if you're meaning that. Problem might be that it is my turn to cook now, though, since, well, I don't have that. And yeah, my mother is still heading out for it, so dinner will still be late with that.
Actually, I'm not against that idea, but there is something else, actually.
Okay, extend this one on a bit longer.
No, I was wondering. Actually, I think it's better to talk to you about it off the stream, so it's more like something you and me will do off stream.
Okay. Let's see. Feel free to put it in a DM in the meantime, just so you don't forget. Let's see.
Yeah, I will be right away.
To retrieve the data from specific bamboo, please insert the bamboo's memory modules one by one into the universal interface of EOS. Will this affect EOS? Master, I have isolated EOS's reading interface from the core processor. The memory modules will not affect EOS's data. Bad news, it is impossible to assess the potential physical damage to EOS's interface caused by repeated insertion and removal of memory modules. Natural language search keywords, orphanage, foster care home, children's home, no matches found. Please insert the next memory module. Matching data found. Bangbu unique identifier recorded. I found it, Master. Data comparison in progress. There is no record of the corresponding Bangbu leaving the Hollow in the public security logs. Deduction, there is a possibility that the target Bangbu is still active within the Hollow. Inference. If the target person is still alive, there is a high probability that they are acting with the Bangbu. Okay, we find the Bangbu, we find the caretaker. Hopefully. Where do you think we should go to find the children's miss, Proxy? We haven't found any clues about the miss, but we have found a Mrs. Bangbu. Oh, Bangbu. Nagi always reminds me that if I get separated from everyone in the Hollow, I must absolutely find a Bangbu that can lead the way and stay with it. Otherwise, I would never find a way out of the Hollow. Although Miss Caretaker is separated from everyone, maybe she is also with a little Bangbu? Can we find into the little Bangbu? It's possible Miss Caretaker is with a Bangbu. We've already found clues about the little Bangbu. Let's move. Here's a device that can open the Bangbu black box. Okay. There we go, all three on the scene for a bit.
I'll handle it.
Blow, blow, blow away your troubles! Yeah!
There we go, and Tsukaku gets the kill. Alright, what have we here? Data station. Okay, simple enough.
Here we gonna grab some food, and I did ping you in the direct message.
Okay. Analyzing the Bangbu's access data. Master, good news. The target Bangbu is still connected to the local network, and I have located its position using its unique identifier. It went unexpectedly smoothly, almost if someone deliberately left these clues. Okay. Yep. There we go. Oh, immediately break one of them.
Leave the rest to me, please.
There we go. Yep. Now, I was kind of hoping that the mine would finish it off. Crystal.
It's over. Press forward. Waste of time. Okay.
There we go. Okay, Tsukaku's attack boost can really help a lot with taking things down. Foxy, there's an injured Bangbu nearby. Or over there, something. Okay, there and there. Okay, severely damaged Bangbu. And, no, hang in there, little Bangbu. Yeah, knee. The Bangbu seems to have suffered severe physical damage, and his language and cognitive modules are no longer functioning properly. Okay, the Bangbu is in a dire condition. Parsing the Bangbu's memory. Extra storage plugin found. Encrypted compressed files found. Quantity 7. Unencrypted files found. Quantity 1. The unencrypted file contains the following information. File name, children's song. File type, audio. Children's song? Can we listen to it? Play the audio. And I will play the audio for you while parsing the encrypted files. A song comes out from the bamboo speakers, with the main melody hummed by a young, gentle female voice, accompanied softly by the children's harmonies. A note. As the song plays in the background, the documents, lists, and images in the encrypted folder are revealed. First, there is a group photo. Miss Caretaker, a young lady, was surrounded by smiling children. Other than that, there is a work diary from the young lady, recording the names of the children who loved to dance and those who did not eat their vegetables. It invokes an image of numerous pairs of innocent eyes, but immediately after, the phrases orphanage with no one in charge, free guinea pigs, and ether aptitude human experiments catch you off guard. You can only imagine in horror how these pairs of innocent eyes were extinguished in the night, until the roaring of the ethereal silences both song and evidence.
And I'm back.
Just in time. Damn thing. Could it really be the caretaker the children mentioned?
Sorry, I'm late, Yana. My blade is already.
We've seen ethereals react to music before, so if this is the caretaker corrupted,
Swear on my blade.
then it would make sense that the song would lure her out.
I'm unstoppable. It's over.
Just don't blink.
There's no time to lose.
Yep.
No room for mercy.
Yeah, the annoying thing with these is that they don't really show the typical counter or dodge signs. Or not as obviously. But there it was, but very short. Oops.
Here to assist. Recon.
Shokagu is here.
Distance here.
Swift and decisive.
Watch me.
Okay. 1, 2,
Waste of time.
3. Yep. And 4.
It's over.
I should report the current situation to Yanagi. You tell Yanagi everything you learned from the Bangboos files and everything that happened along the way. Even under the bright lights of New Eridu, there are dark corners that remain unlit. That Miss Caretaker must have left these clues behind out of desperation, hoping for a glimmer of salvation as he stayed behind in the orphanage and refused to evacuate. If you hadn't been so determined to investigate, perhaps... I'll work with Hand and our colleagues from public security to thoroughly investigate this matter. The first-hand evidence you've provided is extremely invaluable. I'll also contact the city council to properly accommodate the children from the children's home. Please rest assured, Proxy. And please take care of the children, Yanagi. Peace of the children, no, of the citizens, is the reason we fight. I won't stand idly by and let something like this happen. But Tsukaku is, after all, still a child herself. I feel that heavy and tragic issues like these are too much for her to bear, even though she's long been through the worst herself. Still, allow me to decide on her behalf once more. Please don't tell her the full story, okay? Otherwise she'll be very, very upset. Miss Caretaker bravely stepped forward to cover the children's escape, but she didn't make it out herself. Before she learns about the evil and ugliness of the world firsthand, let's first tell her a story about love and courage.
Right, I think I missed something here, but I was preparing food.
Yeah, in the bamboo, we found evidence of human experiments on the children.
Oh.
Though it was unclear if the caretaker herself was partaking in it or something, or allowing it. Like, it was only mentions of words in her diary. But yeah, if you're using the words "free guinea pigs," then it's probably not a sign that you're a good person. So yeah.
I never expected it would end up like this. That caregiver was so kind, sacrificing herself to let the children escape first. She's as kind as Nagi. But we can't tell the kids about this. It'd break their hearts. Losing family is such a painful experience. I really hope this won't happen in New Eridu ever again.
It's true. Nothing is more precious than family. We might bicker and get angry with each other sometimes, but I can't imagine losing my family.
Exactly! That's exactly what Nagi said. Nagi also mentioned that our job in Section 6 is to keep investigating the Hollow, uncover its truth, and protect as many people as we can. Everyone in New Eridu is family to us. We won't stand by and let them get hurt anymore. Don't worry, I'll do my best to make sure everyone feels safe. Plus, I'm also working on snacks that can make people happy. I'll bring you some when they're ready.
Snacks that make people happy? Do you want to cheer me up?
Yup, you've helped me so much, so I want to make you a little happier too. If there's anything that can bring you joy, I'll do anything in my power to make it happen.
Like mother, like daughter, huh? Okay. Let's give that first one last shot. Just to see if it is apparently just a random chance thing or not. Okay. Claim all of those. Okay. Last shot on this one. I'm not getting why it just sometimes doesn't seem to work. Like the previous mission, it didn't work the first time we tried, but it did on the second. Now this one is getting a fourth chance to prove itself. And though I'm getting the feeling it won't work this time either. Still giving it a last chance. Oh, that's not a good sign. Yeah, the icon isn't appearing above our head for some reason. I think that's probably part of why it's not doing anything. Okay. I'm going to guess / hope that chasing down a bamboo isn't going to prove of too much story value. Let's see. Supplies catcher, strange gathering. Each of these have repeats, so I'm going to guess that they're going to be more generic. Let's at least give it a shot. If it does turn out generic, then we don't do the follow-ups.
The location of this hollow disaster is unusual, and with HSO stepping in later than usual, we're facing quite a bit of time pressure in all aspects. Thanks to your help, Manager, everything still feels under control.
Just doing my part. You guys on the front lines are doing the real heavy lifting. But why do you still look a little worried?
You're perceptive, Manager. To be honest, we urgently need to set up a temporary HSO base here, but our supply truck had an accident on the way. The supply truck saw the ethereals dance, panicked at a glance, and crashed into a house by chance.
Okay, are you trying... Have you been reading Sukaku Dr. Seuss books?
So, the supply truck was destroyed in an ethereal ambush, huh?
That's it. Without those supplies, we'll be stuck at the stage of setting up the temporary base. Fortunately, not all of the supplies were destroyed in the accident. A lot of them were scattered around in the chaos.
BRB getting called for something, it seems.
Alright.
Okay, I'm back. They brought deep fried fish from the market again.
Oh.
So, yeah, just collected a portion for myself, which I'll let cool because for some reason they decided to stick it in the air fryer. Okay.
If you don't mind, Manager, I'd appreciate your help in collecting these supplies to help us take our first step in establishing the base in the Hollow.
No problem. Leave it to me.
Thanks a lot. And if you come across any other useful supplies in the Hollow, make sure to grab those too. But if it's nitro fuel, then don't bother. It'll only fuel the flames further.
Excuse me, does the voice actress sound a bit different?
Haha. Right.
I'm counting on you. HSO's performance in the upcoming battles depends entirely on the continuous supply from the base. With enough supplies, our members could even stop a Dullahan's sword and capture an armored Hati with their bare hands.
Doubtful.
All HSO members can do that? Amazing!
They're hands-armed forces after all, so it makes sense that they'd be quite handy once fully armed.
Okay, you're trying too hard, Yanagi.
Deputy Chief Yanagi, have you been telling jokes?
I'm sorry. I just felt like everyone's been a bit tense since we got here, so I thought I'd try a few jokes to lighten the mood. Were they not funny?
Aw, I appreciate that. Once all this hollow work is done, let's workshop some new ones.
So she can't sing, she can't pun. Okay.
Wait, can't sing, can't pun.
That should be the supplies. Okay, 1 of 4. Yeah, just nope for the mines. Can't believe there are so many active ethereals in the camp. Or campsite, location, whatever. They're not supposed to be here. We're going to make sure that they're not here.
Sorry, I'm late, Yanagi.
Okay. Okay. The supplies here have been corrupted by ether and are no longer usable. Okay. Those are usable. Those are. Master, a large amount of supplies detected ahead. Okay. Guarded by scavengers. Or ex-scavengers.
Secure the perimeter. Resistance futile. And unstoppable. Leave the rest to me, Chief.
That's from one of the one of the upgrades, I think. Okay, where if we just keep pressing the button. She'll just keep doing the attack.
How naive. Surrender.
Manager, I'll handle it.
There we go. The mission's a wrap. Let's head back and tell Yanagi. Thanks for all your hard work. I've tallied up the recovered supplies and we retrieved 40% more than we initially lost. Thanks to your efforts, the temporary base will be up and running soon. Wait, we found 40% more than that... Okay. Of course, setting up the base is just the beginning. To meet the urgent demand for supplies and rear line support, further construction is needed. Can we count on you to keep it up, Manager? Of course. That's a major help. Thank you for everything you've done so far. Let me grab a sip of my nitro fuel first, and then we'll tackle the next steps together. Why is there nitro fuel here? Well, since we recovered some, we might as well make use of them. For all-night shifts, they're just what the doctor ordered. Of course, we don't want you overworking yourself, Manager. I'd worry about you. So instead, you'll overwork yourself, huh? Oh, if her and Bernice together, that would, that would be quite something.
Oh dear.
Okay. Claim all of those. Now, what's this about? Okay, Harumasa coming along. Okay, I don't get why they put it in the air fryer, the fried fish that is, because it typically tastes better when it's just been brought in. So either it must have been cold already when they were handed it, which shouldn't generally be the case, or they bought it early and had to do other stuff, and it was cold by the time they were done.
Huh.
Hey, look who it is! Proxy! No wonder Chief said time to bring out the real melon. It was clearly about you.
Time to bring out the real melon? What?
Chief Miyabi's choice of words is as unique as ever.
You came at just the right time. There's something I want to look into.
So pumped up. Are you really the Asaba Harumasa I know?
Oh, come on, Proxy. Are you having some misconceptions about me? I admit I might get someone else to cover the easier stuff, but for a crucial mission like this, there's no way I can stay out of it as the scout of Section 6. Of course, the moment I saw you, I knew today I might be able to finish work on time. All right, let's get down to it. In a previous investigation, I found quite a few ethereals gathering around the base. They're all pretty alert. Once you take out a couple, the rest run off, but they'll soon come back around.
They might be a threat to the base, right?
That's right. So next up, we need to figure out a way to hunt them down and take them all out in one go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
that
go,
sounds like
Proxy.
they're retreating and bringing more over.
Unexpected counter ethereals at such an early point. There we go.